Welcome back guys, and we are here after an extended break for my final round in the Steam Showdown. For those of you who maybe now be wondering, but you're meant to be on round 5. Well, basically me and my round 5 opponent did not play our match because we scheduled the time and then I think his internet blew up or something like that. I don't know, I didn't really ask, but he didn't turn up. So and then I was unable to play before the deadline, so I ended up getting the win by default, which is never really the way you want to win a game. I'd much rather have played it out. But that means I am now 4-1, which to be honest sounds a lot rosier than it actually is, because basically how these tournaments work is that first it goes by records, so like obviously if you go 6-0 you're going to qualify, but then after that it goes by the records in this tournament, this scale for 6 rounds. If you go 4-2, most 4-2 should qualify basically. But the problem is that the next the next step to decide by who's better is it goes by your opponent's match wins, which is basically how well your previous opponents have done in the tournament. And my previous opponents have done pretty poorly. I actually have the worst opponent match win percentage in the tournament, which means, for those of you who can put 2 and 2 together, means I need to win this round, otherwise, or draw I guess. I need to win or draw, otherwise I do not qualify for the top 8. So it's kind of crazy being 4-1 and still needing to win to make top 8. And anyway, my opponent for this round is Light, who is a cool guy actually. He's got a YouTube channel. I don't think he actually uploads on it anymore, but he used to. It's called Duels Rage, and Light's a cool guy. I really like Light, and he did used to do commentary on his videos, and he used to do a good Janet from Friends impersonation with the whole "oh my God" whenever anything went wrong. And you're not going to believe this, but he is actually on green-black mid-range. Now, for those of you who have never seen green-black mid-range before, I recommend checking out the earlier rounds, because 3 of my previous opponents have been green-black mid-range. Now, he's just telling me right now he's ready when you are, so I'll skim this up quickly. But otherwise, his deck is very, very heavy on removal and grinding, and that means it's a bit different from, like, it's not a snake deck, it is more of a flashback maraudery side of things. And well, I guess we'll say we're going for a winning in. If we win, we qualify for top 8. If we don't win, I may just end up topping myself. But I'll say good luck, man. GL man. I'm not again, I don't know if chat pops up on stream, but okay. Here we go. So he has got 2 guys Revenge in his list. He runs a metric shit ton of removal. He says go easy on me. It's quite funny, I've been talking to him a bit, and we both think the matchup is kind of dodgy for both of us, essentially. He thinks it's good for him, I think it's good for him, but he packs a lot of removal. Fatal pushes, flashback marauders, murders, Obnixilis. There's a lot of stuff. These should be very grindy matches unless one of us gets mana screwed. And well, let's just hope it's not me. I know I said just before that I do like to play the matches out, but I wouldn't complain here if Light mulligan to 5 then mulligan to 2. But it's gonna be painful. I'm on the play, and I will try and focus here. This is a keep, not a particularly exciting hand, but a keep nonetheless. We have a Primal Druid, maybe we can get a Nissa. We have 2 Nissas, which isn't too great, but again, I'm not going to complain after some of the hands I've had in these tournaments so far. Basically, if I don't have to mulligan down, I'm happy. And I mean, Primal Druid should give me nice flashback cover or just buy me some time. One of the cards I'm worried about from him is he runs Gifted Etherborn, and that card is annoying for me. The Death Touch is a problem, and it basically means he's going to be able to trade it off. But he should be getting a black here for his Gifted Etherborns. I'm not sure if he runs Grasp, I can't remember. I don't think he does. I think it's Fatal Push, Murder and Flashback with removal spells, I remember. I'll probably try and bait our removal spell with Nissa here, and the problem is big Nissa, if he's running Fatal Push, the lands become significantly worse. If I can get the ultimate off with big Nissa though, that's a good step in the right direction. But we'll have to see. I will, if I don't draw anything better, I will just jam out Nissa this next turn. Like I said, I've got to spend Nissa in reserve, and we'll just see from there. Oh, he's got nothing. There's a Vexing Scuttler, which I'm kind of happy with. I can emerge off to get my red source. But I'm surprised he didn't have a 2-drop, but he's probably got removal spell here. It looks like he does run Grasp, but it's pretty irrelevant. He would have killed it anyway, but it's good to know that he does run Grasp. I did look at his list, I promise, but generally when I look at lists, I look at stuff that like terrifies me, and Grasp of Darkness isn't really on that list because my big Eldrazi kind of emerge out of it. But he's jamming a Rex Sage, so it means he's not playing around Treasure Keeper. My own Rex Sages aren't too great in this matchup, but so we can't emerge next turn, so I think we might as well just play our tap land and then pass back. I mean, I'd like to get a grapple or something going. My hand is getting pretty awkward, but we'll have to see. He does run Distended Mindbender, which was the card I was fearing here. What's this thing? 3 or less, so I might as well, if I pulse, then he just takes Nissa, but then I'll gain my life anyway, so I might as well pulse. Yeah, because I've got nothing else. Because he's just going to take Nissa anyway, but at least I gain 6 life this way. And my Pulse and Wrath is going into the graveyard anyway, so he gets to decimate my hand here, and I also now have a target for Vexing Scuttler, so yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's the same. It's the same, unless he takes Vexing Scuttler here. But he's going to get 3-drop either way, but this way I gain 6 life. But it's a 1-of Distended Mindbender, and it's obviously very good in the matchup, as you can see here. So it's pretty unfortunate that you found it, but then again, I guess my Nissa's a 1-of, and my big Nissa's a 1-of, so I can't complain too much. It's not like the game's over, but he's probably debating between big Nissa and Vexing Scuttler, and it is a pretty difficult choice. Decides on big Nissa, which is the one I was thinking. And obviously a 4-5 does not match up too well versus that, so we're kind of hoping for a top deck. Druid of the Cowl. I might just start trying to loop pull some Wraths here and get my red sources away, ramp me up a bit. So I guess we just do this now. Gets me a red source anyway, so we can start hopefully getting something done that way. He's gonna be able to crack me for 5 here, but we have the second pulse from Rasa. We can start, you know, hopefully we get something going here. But I will admit, I'm not too happy with my position. He did decimate my hand, stole 2 good cards. I can flip Nissa if I want next turn with a Pulse from Rasa. And we'll see what he does here. That's the flashback I was fearing. At least it's gone. That means if Ulamog comes out, he's only down to 1 flashback. But I mean, that's quite a while away. But we did gain 6 life, so we do have a bit of a cushion to work with here. Sylvan Advocate's a good one. Brawl's Expertise, not too great. I don't know what we're looking for. Guess we'll just see what comes off the top of the deck. Kiora. Could minus Kiora. Can Cure plus Pulse with a plus, but then it just dies if he attacks it with Distended. Or I could Dig with Kiora. Or I could Kiora plus Druid and he has to... I think Kiora plus Druid might be the play. Just it'll buy me some time, and then he has to spend a lot of attack on it here. He has to spend some resources. because he can't just attack it with the 5/5 because I can just jump with the druid. And then which, yeah, I mean, it could be right to just minus, try and dig for something of value, but we are just getting hit for 9 if he does nothing here, but we do have the second pulse. I mean, we do have a pulse still, so I'm fine with that. That's a good one for him. That's a good one for him. This is now dead. He had a good draw. I mean, my draw wasn't bad. It just the Distended Mindbender just did what it does, which is decimate your hand. Took my a lot of my good stuff out of the way. I mean, I guess Kyora's buying me some life here. That's a 7/7 land as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're looking for. Ideally, he doesn't kill Kiora. We can top deck into Ulamog maybe. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. We can't even. Yeah, we can top deck into Ulamog. That's kind of what we're looking for here. If he doesn't kill Kiora, which is not a good place to be. And it looks like he's not killing Kiora. I'll take the big hit here because I need the land if I draw Ulamog. Come on, it's a 1 in 47 chance. Land. I guess I'm minus Kiora now. Try and dig into a Kozilek's Return on Eldrazi. Kozilek's Return on Eldrazi would be pretty good. Rogue Refiner. Nothing else. Double Rogue Refiner. Just try and buy some time for Ulamog here, I think, and then we can pull some Rasa instead. But not a particularly audacious start for us here. We can get big back. We can get back Little Nissa next turn. But I mean, we are just hoping for. I think Ulamog is our only out in the deck. We can dig again with Kiora though next turn, so as long as we're not dead here, we might stand a chance. Probably just let that 4/5 smack me. How much do I need this land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we actually don't need the druid. So I can go jump, block, block. Seems good. Take 4. He doesn't have any. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Pulse for Vex and Scuttler, I guess. I guess now I have nothing to merge with, but we're kind of hoping to dig into a Kozilek's Return. We can hardcast the Eldrazi anyway, so we're hoping to dig into a Kozilek's Return at Ulamog. Shit, I just realised. Because I minus Kiora, that means I don't actually have the lands because I let my druid die. So if we hit Ulamog here, we just lost the game for us. But don't hit Ulamog, please. My heart couldn't take it. Okay, we didn't hit Ulamog. We hit Treasure Keeper, which is not good enough. And I guess we'll just take a land. Treasure Keeper and merge off it, just hope to get something going here. No, oh, what's happening here? Move up, yeah, looks good. We don't even have the mana for our Kozilek's Return. I mean our thingy, but we're hoping to hit into a chump blocker, which I think buys us a turn. Grapple the Pass isn't going to do it unless it's a 2-drop we can hit from it, which is what we're hoping to do. We can just get back a 2-drop. We can't get Deep Fiend because we don't have double blue. Maybe that's something I could have thought about, but we have to get a Primal Druid here. So we have 2 blockers. We chump. We can bounce off the thingy. So we're not actually out of it yet. We still have the Ulamog dig. And we have the Kozilek's Return in the graveyard now, so if we can get back an Eldrazi, we can wipe the field here. Which we can actually do next turn. So as long as we're not dead here, I think we might actually be in with a chance. He's down to 1 card in hand. Yes, we can untap our creature, we can... We're not out of it. We're not out of it yet. We have the Kozilek's Return to wipe his field next turn. And then we can... Yeah, we're not out of it yet. We are not... this game is not over. Pulse Mass has been huge. He can get a permanent back, he can get back a Distended Mindbender. Yep, that's what I was thinking. But he has to emerge off it. 4, 5, 6. Unless he has a land, he does. Okay, he's empty-handed now. He only gets 1 card from us. But he does get our Pulse, which means we do have to rip into something here. And he can't attack this turn though. Yeah, we do have the Lumbering Falls and defense next turn at worst. So Grapple is the draw we wanted. Grapple is the draw we wanted. What are we getting from it? Elder Deep Fiend is the leader here. In fact, it's the only real choice. So I guess we attack first. We need to wipe the field, so we attack first. Oh, no, we don't. We emerge and we attack with Lumbering Falls on the Nissa. No, because yeah, no, we're not dead on the backswing. So yeah, he saw we top deck this, but there's nothing we can do about it. There's Ishkana. We do have Delirium, but I think the Deep Fiend is the grab. Then we emerge off. Don't tap my Lumbering Falls. Doesn't really matter what we tap here. Confirm. That's our Kozilek's Return. Get a blue source. Attack with Lumbering Falls. Take his Nissa down to 1 loyalty. He's playing off the empty-handed, but we have the Planeswalker and we have the board. So see what he top decks. Elf Visionary is a decent one, but we just need to keep going here, see what happens. He can obviously plus his Nissa, but he can't attack, and we can actually with that Visionary we now can't attack into that because he can double block. So we're still not in a great situation, but we've been in worse. We can almost mine his Cure next turn. I might just cash her in, to be honest. We'll see what we get. This game's good. This game is really good, you know. I'm very good at this game. I'm just going to take out the lands. This game is really good, guys. This game is it's a hell of a game, actually. Magic. We even have flashback cover with the Emerge Deep Fiend. I did not think we were winning this game, I'll be the first to admit, but we are now clear favourites. Tap, tap. So, I mean, obviously we've not won this yet. We're clearly in front, but game's not over. I'm not going to get too complacent. He does have top decks. He just needs to go murder. See, that's a good one right there. I might just go for the double mill win here. Oh. yeah, I think double mill win is my win condition, I think. So that means we just attack for 10. He's gonna chump probably. And then he does run sweepers, but they're not big enough to deal with this. I think I'll minus cure here. No, it's too risky. I'll just untap Ulamog. And then we get to mill him out next turn. We have plenty of blockers sitting back. And yeah, so he needs a pretty good turn for our opponent here to win this. And light is gone, so I think that means we took game 1 there. He says GG. I'll reply GG. Whew. That was a game. Timely. I misplayed, I think, but freaking tough decks. All skill. Okay, where are we here? Don't need to finish this one off. Oh god, Jesus Christ, that was a game. That was a game of Magic played there. Oh. Another one like that, please. We needed the Ulamog off the top, I think, and we found it. So, but I mean, to be fair, we digged quite deep. We did some Cure minus and some grappling. So I can't complain too much. More on the play again. He did have the Mind Bender. It was a good game there. This is a keep. We have the no red mana again, but we have the Druid. We have the grapple, so we should be able to get something sorted out here. We can go Druid into grapple plus Primal Druid, which is also very good. Turn 2 play first. He does run a lot of removal, so I'm not going to be too upset if he does just kill our Druid and Cowl here, but at least he's not extending out his board. And yeah. See what our opponent has to say about the turn 2 Druid, and then we can go Primal Druid plus grapple. I think is better than double grapple, but obviously we don't want to think too far ahead. If it does a fatal push, you would use it now if he had it though, so we get to go for the... Okay, we could have a turn 3 Nissa here, which is nice. I mean turn 4 Nissa here, which is nice. We are not going to attack, we're going to grapple instead. It's better than 1 point of damage. Can guarantee us the land drop, which would be very nice here. He does run 2 necromantic summons, so we have to be careful with our grapple with the pasts. I.e. we can't... i.e. if we mill an Ulamog, we've got to keep in mind he could turn 5 Ulamog Ghost, which we do not have an answer for except for bouncing it with our own spell here. Okay. We do some mana ramp here. I think I'll take Treasure Keeper. Oh, we could take Brawl. I'll take Vex and Skull. We also get us closer to Delirium, putting an artifact in there, so we can actually Ishkana if we hit land here. We do not. We actually have nothing better going on, so I will grapple main phase. Oh, this is so risky though. We've only ditched the Treasure Keeper, but we kind of want to hit my land drop here. So. I'll do. Should have got the Ether actually. I mean it's close because we don't have double blue, but the Ether Hub gets us closer to red as well, so I will absolutely chump here if he offers it. Or will I chump here? I kinda want to do a merge actually, so no, I'll just take the 2. We can like deep fiend, well we can't deep fiend him, but we can Nissa. Or Ishkana actually, I quite like Ishkana here, next turn, with that Delirium. We don't have any big scary creatures for him to get back yet, so gotta keep that in mind. Just gonna Ishkana, I think. Seems like a good play, and then we can maybe start taking our Nissa up. And then we have some... Obviously he has Death Touch, so our blocks aren't too fantastic, but they are blocks nonetheless. we can trade our spider off for one, and then we can triple block the other. So we'd still, I mean, it's still a 2 for 1 if it works out that way, of course. You could just grasp a darkness or something. But in fact, if he did attack, I would play around grasp by not blocking. We're not in that much of dire straits yet. We have got the better board, and we'd give him a necromantic summons target. But again, he only has land in there, so it's not really too high in our priorities. I'm tempted to Vex and Scuttler so I can get back Brawl's expertise, but without double blue, that's losing a lot of value. If I was him, I mean, it's always a tough one. Do you bluff or do you attack? Like if he has it, obviously you just attack, but he clearly doesn't have it and he doesn't want to risk it. But it looks like we are having a little bit of a Planeswalker battle here. He's ticking up. He's going to play defense as well. But we do have the... Not too worried about that because we do have the Vex and Scuttler here. I think my play is to just Nissa plus then double attack of Nixilis with the spider plus the Nissa token here. If he wants to double trade here, that's fine with me. Make sure I just get one of my anonymous greens. But yeah, I like this double attack here. Because I don't particularly mind losing up Nixilis or a land. Then I have to get rid of these gifted ether bonds eventually. Baral's expertise is the ideal method, but obviously we can't, like, with no double blue, which I could have admittedly had double blue, but I probably would have merged. So I think it's right to get the Syndicated there. And he does take the double trade, and like now we've got the board, he can, even if he sweeps the board, we can just Nissa plus to pressurize on Nixilis. We can like treasure keeper, I don't know, maybe that's not right. I guess we'll find out. We can also just ultimate Nissa eventually, but I mean obviously I have to keep his orb off ultimate. That's kind of priority number 1 here. We have 5 mana available, assuming we don't top deck a land. He doesn't have Delirium, so the spider isn't that terrifying for the necromantic summons. There's his own Nissa. We can just jump with our Primal Druid here. If he attacks, or if he sits back, then we can like tap it down. But double Planeswalker, it's getting too risky here. Doesn't attack, so I mean, let's see what we draw. We actually have double blue. Can we emerge? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can actually emerge here. And then that would allow us to attack for quite a bit of damage, which I think is worth going for. You could have a Grasp of Darkness, but I think it's still worth it. This gets us our second blue. Why is my lumber? Okay, I was wondering why my lumber and falls was a 5/5, and that's because of it's because of the Nissa plus. I'll get my second blue here. Ob Nixilis is the priority. And it tells his mana. I think I'd rather pressure Ob Nixilis more than the Nissa. And he's gonna struggle to kill Nissa on the backswing through a 5/6, and then we can, you know, keep this charade going. Or we can even like start attacking with our land next turn. But he is drawing cards, and he has got land drops. So I've got the board, he's got the hand and the mana and stuff. So this is not exactly a great situation for me. There's the murder. So you can take this down to, you can take this down to 2, which isn't the greatest for him. And then we have a huge attack on the backswing. This is interesting. We're both playing the Planeswalker game. I'd just like to keep hitting land drops, to be honest, more than anything else. Like if he attacks here, we go down to 2, even if he's got a murder, which I think he only runs 2 murders in his list, I remember that. So it means he's only got 1 murder left. So my land can just take out his Obnick's list, the other 3 spiders take his nest down to 2. Can we just go from there? I don't know. Guess we just wait to see what he does. Is he going to attack? Is he going to sit back? Debating by that, I'm thinking he's thinking of sitting back. Otherwise he would have just slammed it. We have 6 mana available with the all the stuff we got going on. So yeah, he's attacking. He definitely has something in hand because all the cards he's drawn, it'd be really unlikely that he didn't. Land, I'm fine with that. Could get back my Deep Fiend. Cash in Nisha for a Deep Fiend. I don't... He's definitely got something, whether it be Murder or Grasp. I could cash in for Deep Fiend, which would be pretty nice. And then I could like hold up Deep Fiend off the one of the spiders. 1, 2, 3. No, we couldn't. We could hold it off of the Druid of the Cowl. I don't know. I think we do have to kind of attack, but I'm not entirely sure with how much we want to commit. I think it's right to just plus on the forest. If he has a removal spell, get out his hand. And then we just Treasure Keeper. But I'm gonna go. I mean, he's definitely got the removal spell, like I said, but I'm gonna play as if he doesn't. Why is my forest attacking Nissa? I hope it's... I clicked on Nick's list there, but maybe I misclicked, or maybe it's just a visual bug. Either way, there's the grasp I was expecting. So ultimately it didn't really matter too much. Looks like I didn't attack the Nissa, fair enough. Don't think it kind of sticks to 2 3s. If it comes down to 1 point of ultimate, that's fair enough, but I'm happily chump his land with a Treasure Keeper here, and then we can just repeat this whole charade next round. We can Vex and Scuttler to get back a grapple, which we can just start chaining Eldrazi, but considering how low we are on lands, we are sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. It's not exactly like we're flooded out here. He's grasping that. I'm fine with that actually. I always like to re-hit. He's doing it to see if he can get his Nissa. Unfortunately for him, it does not work out for him. We can get a second red here. Because he was seeing if I like hit like a grapple or something, or a Kozilek's Return or something. But now that I've got the chump blocker, yes, either waste another removal spell just to take Nissa off the board, or I can just jump. And we actually now have the flying pressure as well if he doesn't attack. This is a weird game. He could minus up Nixless on the Pilgrim's Eye, yep. So he's going to take Nissa off the board, but we do have the land plus 4 attackers, so I think we can clean up the board here. And we'll still have a Vex and Skull left over. Oh, he's going to untap that, that's smart. Well, actually, he still doesn't have enough land. But, yeah. So Nissa goes off here. We did get 2 removals, but well, essentially we traded his Nissa and we're going to be able to wipe his field here, I think. I'll just need to do some combat maths. So you can block 1, 3 Lumbering Falls. 4, 5, 6, 7, you can block 3. Yeah, I think that is right. He could have a Grasp of Darkness, but he's already used 2 of his Grasps. He does have 2 Fatal Push, but the land will have Hexproof. So I think it's worth going for. Make sure it taps right. That looks okay. So you 1 to you. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Yogg-Nicholas dies here, I think. And then he just jumps, gets another Nissa plus. He gets another Nissa plus, but that shouldn't matter too much, I don't think. Like he smacks us for 5 here, or holds it for 5/5, and then we can Vex and Skull up, get back grapple, or kick Guy's Revenge. Are we dead? 5, 13, we're going on to 6 life here. But we're still okay. We kill his Nissa next turn now. And we can Vex and Scuttler. So I mean, we've cleared up all the Planeswalkers. We have quadruple Druid of the Cowl. All those Planeswalkers are dead. And 6. And we can now I think I could Vex and Sculler, but if he has 1 removal spell, he kills us with Guy's Revenge. So I think it's right to just do that, because only play out 1 if you're 100, because then we can, if he does have a sweeper, we can then activate Lumbering Falls to survive. And it's kind of the same effect here. Even if he activates double Hissing Quagmire, it's not enough. We can start, like, I don't know, get Deep Fiend or grapple into Deep Fiend, and we can go from there. Or we can get back, well, Baral's expertise isn't doing too much for us, so I think grapple is the grab. We'll just go from there, really. Have we hit Kozilek's Return? We have not. I'm not sure what we're looking for here. Just to see what comes off the top of a deck, that's generally what I'm going to do here. I like getting Deep Fiend, but it can't tap down his Guy's Revenge, but it does trade with it. There's a Flashback Mortar. I'm happy he's just throwing that out there. I will throw away a Spider. If this for your Harvester, that is... He did that order because he wants he thinks he's going to get there in the for the reach, of course. Yeah, can't do anything here. There's Ulamog, so we've got a game plan now, which is get all our lands up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm actually going to play out my Druids here. Well, I'm going to play out 1 Druid. Same situation as last time. Because he has the sweeper. And now we have 10 lands. We can Ulamog him next turn. He's already used 1 flesh bag. I'm going to recount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do have 10 lands. And we have the Lumbering Falls. But if he has the sweeper, we're in trouble here. But he's not going to use a removal spell on one of our druids, I don't think. But I mean, I'm just terrified if he goes like your Henny's Expertise, we just die in the spot if we don't keep Lumbering Falls to chump. But if, I mean, there's probably an argument for if he has the sweeper, we just die anyway. So maybe I should just play out the second Druid in case he does decide to use one Room Rule spell. In fact, I think that's probably right. But I don't know, at this point we're just optimistic. If Ulamog can survive, then we can take out the Aether Sphere in one of his lands. We do have the spiders to chump to buy us some time. In fact, I will throw one spider in front of it. We're really hoping this Ulamog sticks. Like, really hoping it sticks. We can kill the Green Warden, what's he gonna get back? Obnixilus? Or Nissa? He's coming back Nissa. We can exile the Green Warden and the thingy, and then we go from there, I think. Are we just dead on board though? Because we didn't play out the second Druid. Kill the Aether Sphere, the Green Warden, he then plays Big Nissa, all our creatures will be tapped. We'll have the spider, well basically we'll have the Spider and Ulamog versus Guy's Revenge. So 5. We can chump, block, take 3, but he has the lands. Return, we do not. We have Ulamog. We can. Green Warden dies. Aether Sphere dies. He then plays Big Nissa. He can then attack us for 5, 8, 3, 2. Yeah, we're just dead on board. Unless he misses the land. But I think we don't really have too many more choices here. I can Vex and Scuttler to get back. I don't have enough mana to Vex and Scuttler. I can Vex and Scuttler for 2, 8, 4, 6, 5. I don't have enough after Ulamog here. Yeah. Just hope he doesn't see it. But we are just dead on board to that Nissa. If I'd played out the second Druid, I mean, if he does have the sweeper here though, I'm not sure if that's right. If he has a removal spell, I don't think it matters either way, and he does have the removal spell. Yeah, we're just dead on board. He doesn't even need to play out Big Nissa now, he can just attack with the land. He actually didn't have enough mana to... He actually didn't have enough mana to activate the land, the Hissing Quagmire, plus attack with this land. So I think that meant if he didn't have the removal spell there, that was kind of the right play. But because he did have it, I guess if we hypothetically say he doesn't have the sweeper, then we play out the second Druid, we can then chump here, and then so I mean it's just a case of I played around a sweeper. I'm not sure if that was right or not, but I shouldn't have basically because it cost me the game. GG. He said, man, that was intense. Good luck in the decider. I've never thought so much in a Magic game. That's what he said. He said, good luck in the decider, and I guess this is it. Best of 3. It's a Cruel Mistress. If this was a real Magic tournament, I would have happily drew here. But I don't think Light would have been up for it either though, because I think he needs the win. He's on 3 wins, a draw, 2 losses. So yeah, I think he needs the win. So I don't think the draw would have worked, but that was a good game. I'm not sure. I don't think I played it right. But, I mean, let me know. I hope he does run sweeper as well. I'm gonna feel like a fool. I don't think I can keep this hand. This hand is not much better, but it is slightly better. I have been on the play all 3 of these games, so if I was light I would be a little bit tilted here. But he should be consolidated knowing that Rex Sage is basically useless in this matchup. He has 2 Aethers for your Harvester. So that's literally the only target without a clue tokens. But we do have a little Planeswalker suite going on here, so maybe they'll get something done. Well, I'm not planning on Rex Saging turn. I'm not planning on Rex Saging turn 3 anyway, and I don't have any more 3-drops, so I guess it's right to just Primal Druid here. I'll get punished if I draw into like I don't know. I mean, there's actually big Nissa is about little Nissa is about the only thing that punishes me. Pilgrim's Eye, I guess. But might as well get it out because I'm not planning on Rex Saging, and then if I need to Rex Sage, I don't know. We'll just see. This could be one of them games where we just don't hit our 4th. If we hit lands in this game, I'll be very happy. Especially a 2nd red, but we can tutor for that with Primal Druid if he ever kills it. But I just want to hit lands really in this game. That's kind of what I'm looking for. There's a flashback mode. I'm fine with that. Let's see if he keeps the flashback around or if he keeps the actual. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I will get my 2nd red because I have Chandra in hand and also have double green and double blue already. And we can Treasure Keeper next turn. I'll trade it off, or if we can maybe even Big Nissa. Oh, it's just better to Chandra minus here, isn't it? Or Chandra plus. If we Chandra minus, he can activate his land to kill it, but that would take his entire turn. And then I can just follow that up afterwards. So I think it's right to just Chandra minus, because there's nothing I really want to +4 here, and like I said, if he takes his entire turn to just kill my Chandra, I'm fine. I have a 2nd one in hand anyway, and yeah, so I'm fine with this. Basically, Chandra bought me a turn. Unfortunately, I didn't hit my land drops, but it gets me closer to a land drop, which is kind of nice. And now, like, just say we hit a land, we can then Big Nissa and start hitting his life total. If we don't hit a land, we can Treasure Keeper. But obviously, I'm hoping to hit a land here. Thank you, game. This game has been very much about Big Nissas, just been all them kicking about. I actually have actually I don't have a difficult choice. I was going to say I had a difficult choice choosing which land to bring back, because I don't want to lose my double red and I don't want to lose my double green or double blue, but I did just draw the island, so. Ideally we rip a land here, we can Chandra and then just absolutely try and pressure him out this game quickly here. But he could just go Fatal Push, which would be good tempo play. 1 mana to kill my land. But I think that's right. Could even, I don't know, we'll see what he does. He only runs 2 Fatal Push. He doesn't run the full 3, so it's not something that's going to be in every single game. But it is something to be aware of. Like Murder here, I'm fine with the Murder because it takes his entire turn basically, unless he has a 2-drop. Fatal Push is the one I'm worried about, but we'll see what he does. I quite like going, even if I don't draw land and he kills my land here, I'm happy going Treasure Keeper and merge Treasure Keeper the turn after. You know, I think that's a pretty decent line either way. But this is Big Nissa. So I told you this game has just been about Big Nissas slamming into each other. But I imagine you'll keep this one on defend. I guess it's kind of 6 or 2. Well, I guess we can kill it on the way back if we draw land. Yeah. So we can kill his Big Nissa on the way back if we draw land. Actually, we can't, interestingly. Now we can. Is that right? Take our entire turn just to kill his Big Nissa, but then we'll have a Nissa left over, and then... because we'll have to use a coloured energy from the Ether Hub, but I think that's fine. Actually, we don't need to use a coloured energy. So he can then take our Nissa off the board the turn after. I'll make sure I choose Island here. He can then take his turn to take Nissa off the board. But I think I still come off net here because I have a Chandra in hand. So could have I just played Big Chandra? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that might have been a misplay. Instead of activating, look, yeah, I just played Big Chandra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could have just played Big Chandra. I'm an idiot. Guess it doesn't matter too much. It shouldn't matter too much here because the same play would have happened, except I guess I would have had a Chandra on the field with 1 extra loyalty. That's about all I've lost here. And if he doesn't play anything good, we can just Big Chandra here. And then just go straight for the life total here, go straight for the jugular. He could go even Sylvan Advocate plus the Hissing Quagmire isn't going to kill us here. He could Fatal Push or Grasp. I'm happy if he's using a Grasp on a token. We can Treasure Keep after this, we'll see what it does. But I can't think of too many ways in his deck that he can take Chandra off the board. But she could have an extra loyalty, I think. Rex Sage is useless. Again, just before I played Treasure Keeper, it's kind of ironic for him. It's got to hurt a little bit on the inside. But I'm still just going to keep plus and Chandra here, I think. Yeah, and then we can Treasure Keeper and go from there. Because he's still going to struggle to take it off the board. He needs a Sylvan Advocate and he's jumping, which is a good sign for us. So I kind of like going for the jugular here, Treasure Keeper. I'd like you to leave out double blue. I don't think I can emerge 4, 5, 6. I can actually emerge, which is really nice actually. We actually have lethal on board if we can steal his turn here. He's going to grasp that, so never mind. Could have emerged there, but I kind of like... I don't know, maybe I should have emerged on his turn. I guess I'll just get it back though, so... We can kill Chandra here. I can't think of much. I can't think of much. He needs like double Sylvan Advocate. Okay. It's a good sign for us. I'm just going to attack first. He's not activating his land. Okay, he is maybe. Can Fatal Push, but yeah, he's going to take 6. Then we just get to repeat the play of yesteryear. Straight leaves a double blue. Can try and tap him out next turn if it gives me priority. See if he just does the same thing. Open Wild's Crack. There's a Murder. Fine with that again. All these 2-for-1 removal spells are working in my favour, I feel. So like we can even just Deep Fiend next turn to tap out his field, so... And the Chandra's providing 2 lethal threats, plus the land. I think we've got this. Big Chandra did so much work this game. Absolutely so much work. But we got there, I think. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but with 3 cards in hand, and me with a Planeswalker on 7, and him on, and someone raging outside. Ooh, listen to that carnage. Yeah. So someone outside. That's Light, playing at the wheel, so angry he's just thrown his PC out his car. But I'm not going to try and get too cocky. He's gone, but I'm taking the win. I don't care if he disconnected or if anything like that. I'm taking the win. Nice Planeswalker deck. Yeah, he's conceded. Okay, so we are top 8. That's it. First top 8 in my career. The Guy's Revenge couldn't do it. We are the best Magic player of all time. 5-1 record. I'm going to now leave because I need to talk to Light and stuff and talk about them games because they were pretty good games. Thank you guys genuinely for watching, for supporting me throughout these tournaments, and yeah, so see you later. See you in the top 8.